Leah,
Yeah, in a ponytail.
we don't have the pastors. We don't have the pastors. All the
Oh,
pastors.
Oh,
Yeah.
not today. That was just
look
last
what's
week.
that?
All right. So
Leah.
who's got? Okay,
Look what's
we're gonna
that?
get started.
Say
We're
Just
gonna
something.
get started.
leaving.
Yes,
Who's got prayer requests?
Pray for
Got
me.
prayer
Pray
requests.
for me.
I need a brush.
I know.
Fix this part.
It's
The
fine.
pink part.
It's fine.
Leah, they
Yes.
changed
This
again.
part.
It's
They changed it
fine.
to they changed it to October now. They changed it to October. They changed
Oh,
Leave it. It's
Changing
fine.
what?
worry me.
You fixed it.
I need a brush.
I know.
Leah,
Calm down. You
Leah,
Changed what to October, John?
you know what? You keep changing. They want me to leave. They keep changing. You don't want me to leave.
Oh, okay.
They want me to say. Don't want to lose me. They want me to say.
Aw.
What is your dog?
Nice.
I don't see you talk today.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
They tell me. I don't see them.
What's in front of you,
Yeah,
John?
I want to put prayer requests in to get over my cough and my sore throat.
Okay.
That's the
No, I'm still
plug.
getting over my sickness. I'm still getting over my sickness
Okay.
That's my plug.
and my runny nose.
That's my
Bummer.
plug.
Uh-oh.
That's my plug.
Oh, it's your plug. Okay. Okay. Your cord.
Where's
Yeah.
the black thing?
I don't know.
It's his cord for his computer. Go.
That's all black in there.
Okay.
All right. So, how's your mom doing?
I don't know. How's mom doing? She said. George, she said, how's mom?
She's still
She's
healing
healing.
from her surgery.
Do I?
Okay. She's still
Healing
Nice.
healing.
Surgery.
Tonight says he's healing for the souls. He's healing me tonight. He said tonight says he's healing. Motto. Tonight says
Right.
he's healing for. Tonight says he's healing for the souls. He's healing. Tonight.
Okay, I heard her. I'm
Yeah.
John.
All right. And how's
said
Wally
This is
doing?
like
Do
John.
we know how Wally's doing?
Well, Wally, they're
No.
having a big fire up there right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I don't know. I
Paper.
quite. She was waiting for a COVID or some kind of test to come back, and she hasn't told me nothing about
Pray for
that
the
yet.
fire.
So
Pray for the fire.
yeah.
Pray
So-
for the fire.
Oh, Faith wants to pray for the fire that she's having up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
pray
also for the situation in Afghanistan.
Motto. And pray for the shooting happening in San Francisco last night.
What shooting?
Last night in San Francisco, about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear about no shooting.
It's
Okay.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Please,
Okay.
John.
I haven't listened to about the shooting yet.
Okay.
And pray
All right. So Faith, I'm going to bring this up here.
Okay,
and
I'm
pray
leaving
for
now.
me.
Okay.
And pray for me.
Go get a drink. Hurry up. Go.
Definitely
Go.
will pray for you.
Go get a drink. Hurry up.
Hey,
Yeah. Pray for me and Bozo.
I'm busy right now.
You and Virgil. Yes, of course.
Look at it. I got Diet Pepsi.
Look,
Look right there.
Seek my face.
Look about
Oh,
Diet
Pepsi.
Pepsi. I got Diet
You went
Pepsi
to
at
Costco?
Costco.
Costco?
Yeah, hot dog for Confidino.
Oh, okay.
And Diet Pepsi for my belly.
Oh, good.
My belly.
Please.
He's saying something about a
Now you better.
He's saying something about
For my belly.
Yeah, it's my you been John, okay?
Look,
John's
guys,
not doing anything.
He said he had
Pepsi,
Diet Pepsi, George.
Diet Pepsi.
Oh.
Yeah, he was just saying he had Diet
Oh.
Pepsi.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pepsi, yeah.
I missed it Saturday. I see you Saturday this week. The Saturday.
Okay, we'll be there.
The
Where
parents
did
are
Faith
missing.
go? Faith usually reads
Oh, Faith,
the.
let's go get something to drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait. Yes, John.
The parents are missed me Saturday. The parents are missed me.
Of course he did.
Hey, you said once a month call you, right? Once a month, right? Just one?
One what?
Yeah, now, Maria, now at school, the kids have to wear their mask outside now. I don't know.
boy.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, now they have to wear their mask outside now.
Yeah, I think a lot of the kids are starting to get COVID now too.
I've been born Tuesday. I've been born
Yeah,
Tuesday.
well, I had to register. Guys, I'm talking. I had to register Faith today through her class because they're gonna start doing testing twice a week.
Oh, wow.
Motto, I lost
So I had to
Bo.
register her through her school.
Motto,
well,
I
that's
lost.
And in
smart.
Christopher's school, it's gonna start the middle of September to start testing.
Motto, I tell you
Okay.
something. I lost bowling. I lost.
Okay.
75. He beat me 9 feet.
Who did?
Oh wow.
They pull them. And next Tuesday, I go to Dagger Bay.
Oh, wow.
They got big.
They Dagger Bay. They get the passes. They can pull them the passes.
Amen for that, John. That's good. So young, huh?
Yeah, we don't have to please the pastor. Different police, we don't have the pastors win.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I see Leah, but we don't have the pastors win.
Oh, he wants to
I don't know. We're
pass
trying
me.
to figure it out because we have that and we have the church anniversary next month. So we're trying to figure out when we can do everything.
What day is that? What day is that?
I don't know yet.
September. At every year, September.
Yeah, September, probably like the third week of
Oh,
September.
no, I want that on here. Give me that drink.
Faith
You have to
back?
get that
All
drink.
right, let's get
She
started.
went to go get a drink. She went to go get
Okay.
some pasta.
No problem.
John,
All right,
be
so
going,
second,
John.
all right, George,
Okay.
thank you. So Second
I'm
Chronicles 7:14. Faith, you want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pray.
Going.
Pray and seek
Huh?
my face.
Job. Pray and seek my face. All right, and then we have our prayer request. Tanaya, you gonna do the Lord's
Tanaya,
Prayer for us?
Prayer request.
What's that?
I have a prayer request.
Oh, okay. Well, what is it?
Will you please pray for the president's family that are like in Haiti?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Haiti's having a hard time right now. The president and the people of Haiti, they had a big earthquake.
And pay for the tornadoes too.
Yeah, pray for me.
And pray for
All right.
George.
We'll pray for George. We'll pray for all the Ruckers. How's that? And for Virgil. And for his family in Haiti.
I'm welcome.
Okay. Tanaya, go ahead. The Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, who forget those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Amen. Tonight, good.
Amen. Great job.
Praise you, Lord. Praise you.
All right. So this
Last
week
verse,
is Daniel in the lion's den.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Thursday.
Go Daniel.
Yeah, the pastor get good last version. Pastor get good last
Wow.
version. The pastor.
Yeah, he did. He did. Okay.
Okay.
So this month we have been talking about stories from the book of Daniel, and all these stories have been about real people who lived a really long time ago, right? So last week we heard about, when Pastor was teaching the class, we heard about King Belshazzar. Remember Belshazzar and how he learned an important lesson about respecting God,
Amen.
right? And
Yeah.
so, and we talked about ways that we can respect God, and we talked about ways that we disrespect God. So that was our lesson last week. Today, we're going to talk about and hear about how Daniel faithfully prayed to God. So you can see in that picture, he's
I see lions, tigers.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see lions.
So we're okay. So we've got 23 verses to read. So Tanaya, if you want to split it up, we can split it up.
Yeah.
Go to Daniel chapter 6, Tanaya.
Oh,
I am in Daniel chapter 6.
Oh, you're already there?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you read verses 1 through 11, and then I'll read 12 through 23. So start at verse 1, and I'll let you know when, and then you're going to stop. You're going to read verse 1 through verse 11, okay?
Talk about the one with the lion's den.
Yes.
Oh, are you talking about this verse 11 right here?
Yeah, but that'll be your last one. You're going to start at verse 1.
Okay.
Go. Go ahead.
It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom I'm not sure. It pleased
You okay?
Darius, that was right. You had that right.
Darius to set over the kingdom and 120 satraps set over the whole kingdom, and these three governors of whom Daniel was one, that the satraps might give him account to them, so that the king would suffer no loss. Then this Daniel discouraged himself above the governors and satraps, because the excellent spirit was in him, and the king gave him thought to set him over the whole realm. So the governors and the satraps sought find some change against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find no charge or fault, because he was faithful, nor was any error or fault found in him. These men that we should not find any charge against Daniel unless we could find him concerning to this law of his God. So those governors and satraps are wrong. Is that wrong before?
Throng?
Yeah, right here.
Yes.
Before the king, and thus to him King Darius live forever, and all the governors of the kingdom and the administrators, satraps, the counselors and advisors had consulted together to establish a royal stat.
Spell it.
Huh?
Are you having trouble with that word?
It's right. Still.
Spell it for me.
It's STATUTE.
Statute.
Statute, and make firm decree that whoever position any god or man for 30 days, except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions. O king, establish the decree, sign the writing, so that cannot be charged according to the law according to the law, the Medes and Persians, which does not alter. Therefore, King Darius signed the written decree. Daniel knew his writing was signed. He went home in his upper room, and in his upper room with the windows open and 12 words, Jerusalem, he knelt down on his knees, on his knees 3 times after he prayed and gave thanks before his God, was his custom since the early days, that these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God.
Good job. So that was 1 through 11. So far, so these guys did not like Daniel because he was so loyal to God and he didn't do wrong, right? And so they wanted to find something to condemn him for, but they couldn't find anything because he was not corrupt. He was trustworthy. He was faithful to God, and they couldn't find anything bad. So what they did was they said, well, the only thing we're going to get him in is something to do with his God, because they didn't believe in God like we do. They did, they worshiped idols and people and that. So what they did was they went to King Darius and said that they wanted him to declare a decree. Remember, whenever it talks about satraps, those were like governors or
administrators.
in ancient Persian Empire. So that's what it means when they talked about satraps. So what they said was they wanted him to make it a law that for 30 days, if anyone prayed to any gods or anything, and not to King Darius, that they would be thrown in the den of lions. And so they knew they were going to get Daniel because Daniel was not going to pray to King Darius, right? No, he was going to pray to God, and he wasn't going to be disloyal. So they knew that by doing that, and so they went in and found him. So Daniel was in an upper room doing what? Praying to God, right? And so they saw him, and now we're going to find out what happened. And this was all just because they didn't like him and they wanted to remove him. So, and they couldn't find a good reason why. Okay, so they went to the king and spoke to him about his royal decree, which basically is saying they went and told on him. Did you not publish a decree that during the next 30 days, anyone who prays to any god or man except to you, O king, would be thrown into the lion's den? The king answered, the decree stands in accordance with the laws of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be repealed. So that meant the king was going to back it up. Then they said to the king, Daniel, who is one of the exiles from Judah, pays no attention to you, O king, or to the decree that you put in writing. He still prays 3 times a day. When the king heard this, he was greatly distressed. He was determined to rescue Daniel and made every effort until sundown to save him. So see, even this king knew that Daniel wasn't bad. When he heard that it was Daniel, he tried everything to not get him sent to the lion's den.
Man.
Yeah, so so then it says, then the men went as a group to the king and said to him, remember, O king, that according to the law of the Medes and Persians, No decree or edict that the king issued can be changed. So even the king couldn't change it after that. So the king gave the order, and they brought Daniel and threw him into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, "May your God, whom you serve, rescue." So in his own way, he was kind of praying for Daniel, right?
Yeah.
A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den. The king sealed it with his own signet ring and with the rings of his nobles, so that Daniel's situation might not be changed.
Look at you.
Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night without eating, without any entertainment being brought to him, and he could not sleep. Well, he was bothered. He felt bad for Daniel. He didn't want Daniel to be killed, right? It kept him up all night. At the first light of dawn, the king got up and hurried to the lion's den. When he came near the den, he called to Daniel in an anguished voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God whom you serve continually been able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me because I was found innocent in his sight, nor have I ever done any wrong before you, O king." Yay! The king was overjoyed and gave orders to lift Daniel out of the den. And when Daniel was lifted from the den, no wound was found on him, because he had trusted in his
name.
God. In his God. That's right. Oh my goodness. And you know what? We're not reading any further, but you know what happened to those that that falsely accused Daniel, that said he did something like that when they set him up, all those people, those bad people?
Hell.
The king, worse, the king ordered that they be brought into the lion's den along with their wives and their children. And when they went in there, the lions tore them apart. Yeah, they sure did. That's what happened. That's what they got for setting Daniel up like that.
No.
John, read the Bible. It's in the Bible. I didn't do it. King Darius was very upset that they did that to Daniel. And so after that, sent them and their families in the lion's den, and that was the end of them. They were lion food.
But
yeah, well, they turned into lion food after that. So
they did.
So why did they want to hurt Daniel? Why did those people want to hurt Daniel?
He did nothing wrong.
I know. And do you think that's kind of why? Because sometimes when you're somebody who does really good things and you try not to do wrong and you're not being evil, it makes people not like you because they're not like that, right?
Right.
Yeah, so sometimes people hate other people not because they're bad, but because they're good, and they, for some reason, they are angered by that or something. Why am I echoing? I'm hearing echoing. Let me mute this and see if it's. Is it because of that? Nope, it's not that.
That mine? Not mine.
Not mine.
That's weird for you.
I don't know whose it is, but I keep echoing. Well, now I'm not really hearing it. Faith, go ahead and unmute. I was trying to see something. I keep echoing. And I wasn't sure why I was echoing. I don't hear it now.
That was weird.
It was weird. So I was trying to figure out whose it was, but it's fine now. So that's all right. Okay. Yes.
I fixed it for you.
Thank you, John. All right. So what would happen if Daniel prayed to God when they made that decree? What did they say would happen if Daniel prayed to God instead of praying to King Darius? What were they going to do to him?
Gonna get out of the line.
Kill him?
They were going to throw him in the lion's den if he prayed to God, right? That's right.
Yeah.
And so what did Daniel do? What did Daniel end up doing? Who did he pray to?
God.
Sure did. So he went against that, right? So what happened after Daniel faithfully prayed to God? What did God do for him?
Took him out.
Got the lions' mouths, right?
It's a new one.
Is what a new one, John?
This one.
The lesson?
Yeah, it looks different.
It's the same one that I had up, but it's a different picture every week because it's a different lesson. Yeah. Okay, so Daniel faithfully prayed to God no matter what the risk was, right? So even at the risk of being eaten by lions, he's like, I'm not praying to King Darius because that would be disobeying and disrespecting God, right? So he prayed to God like he always did. And our Bible verse reminded us of that today, that Faith read. And when you seek God, when you seek his face, you keep on praying no matter what. And you don't stop with just one prayer. You keep on praying, right? It's never, you're never going to stop praying. It's never enough praying. So we're going to read through the workbook. Let's see. And hopefully we won't echo. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So, there we go.
Want Faith to read it?
Faith, are you up for reading?
Faith always read it.
Yeah.
She sure does, John. It's fine. Yes. All right. There's some big words in here, so just hang in with it.
King Bowser disrespected God, so God took away his kingdom. God gave the kingdom to King
Darius.
Darius.
Good.
Yeah. King Darius
Appointed
Daniel as one of the top 3
officials
in his kingdom. Daniel was an
extraordinary
man. He did everything better than the other officials. The king
planned
to put Daniel in
charge
of everything Daniel
Here the other
of the other of
Officials.
official were and
Another word for mad.
angry
Good.
and
Jealous.
jealous. They looked for ways to get
Rid.
rid of Daniel, but Daniel was
Honest.
honest and trust.
Got that first part right. Trustworthy.
Trust
Worthy.
worthy. He did not
Nothing.
he did nothing wrong. The of his
Officials.
initials come up with a
Wicked.
wicked idea. They knew Daniel faithfully prayed to God every day. They went to the king,
Declare.
declare a law. They
Suggested.
suggested for
30.
30 days. No one can ask any God or any person except you for anything. If someone
Breaks.
breaks this law, they will be
Thrown.
thrown into a
Lions.
lion den.
Good.
King Darius thought this was a
Grand
idea. He made the law no one could
reverse.
reverse or change a king's law. Daniel knew about the new law, but he was faithful to God 3 times every day at the home, he
bowed,
bowed and prayed to God. The
officials,
officials spied on Daniel. They couldn't.
caught,
Huh?
they caught,
They caught Daniel praying to God. They ran to the king and told on Daniel.
Okay, I think there's a little more to this one. Let me go to it. Yep.
Oh boy.
Almost there.
The king was upset. He liked Daniel. He tried to find a way to save Daniel, but the law was the law. It could not be changed. So the king gave the order,
Good.
there,
Throw
Daniel into the lions. Wait,
that's right, the lions.
Dan,
Uh-huh.
he told Daniel, I help your God rescued you. The king waited,
worried
about Daniel all night. He did not eat or sleep. As soon as the sun come up, he
hurried
to the lion's den. Daniel, he cried out, did God save you? Yes, Daniel and
answered.
God. So shut the lions.
That thing you talk with.
Mouth.
Good.
I am okay. The king was overjoyed.
Good.
Daniel, come. So safely out of the lion's den.
Woo!
Okay.
That was a big one.
Come on.
Goodness. All right. Pray and seek my face was our Bible
Wow.
verse. Okay. So George, read this for us.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do.
Circle.
Circle the picture Yeah. So then Daniel did faithfully.
Good. Circle the picture that shows what Daniel did faithfully. Did he golf faithfully?
No.
Did he write faithfully?
No.
Did he pray faithfully?
Yeah.
Yes, way.
Oh boy.
Maria, fly.
Oh, that's all right.
I think I can play either.
Better than most of the time. All right.
No.
Bible
You
and my life. Okay, so this one's called Prayer Group. Tanaya, do you want to read our story?
Yeah.
Okay, come on down. Uh-oh, what did I do? Hold on.
You
Yeah.
just crossed
I
that
did.
out.
Let me erase that. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Okay. Why is that? There we go. Okay, right
There
here.
we go.
Huh? Mike loves God, and it
Is.
is a Christian. Brother Mark did not believe in God. Every day, Mike prayed his brother Mark would learn to trust God. Mike asked his friends at work to pray for Mark. They all agreed. They asked Mike to pray for their friends too. They decided to meet at the same time every day. They prayed together. They met and prayed every day for a year. Many wonderful things happened. Some of the people they prayed for become Christians, including Mike's brother, Mark. Some friends got well. Some moved into new homes or started new jobs. The news spread about the prayer group. It is still going strong. Many new people have them, and they believe God hears and answers prayer.
Good job, Tanaya. All right.
Nina. Good.
Thanks, George.
All right. Prayer time. George,
Yeah.
Wait.
you want to
Oh.
read this?
The clock.
The claw.
Oh my goodness. The clock.
Yeah, George.
All right. Go ahead and read this for me, George.
Daniel Beatley appeared and God does
Three.
speak and they
Good.
know about you. I now may time each day will you pray choose with time you will pray catch day. Wow. to pray, and now again,
Right, good.
and many times, and the clock.
Good job, George. All right. So it said that Daniel faithfully prayed to God 3 times a day, and it's asking how many times each day will you pray? And it says to choose the times you will pray and put it on the clock. So I kind of pray all day long. So you can just kind of decide when you want to pray and how often. I don't think there's any time limit on how many times or how long you can pray.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at that. So Daniel was faithful and he faithfully prayed to God, right? So we need to be like Daniel and pray faithfully to God.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all of these exercises for Chronicles. So next week we're going to be starting a new
Bible study.
It's going to be, hold on. So we're going to the book of Esther. Oh, that's a great one. Let me see. They tell us about the next. No. So I've got the new book at the church, and I will make sure that I let you know. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, where did that come from? Oh my goodness, apparently. I didn't have enough coffee.
Are you talking about this Esther?
One in the Bible, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. So next week we're going to be. What's that, John?
No, Tubby.
Tubby and Cinnamon? They're in the living room. You know what? It's so funny on the TV. I put Scooby-Doo on and they have not come in here. I think they like Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. I love it.
I'll try to call him. Tubby, Cinnamon. Come here, baby. They are. I can hear Scooby-Doo, the song, and they're not coming in here. I don't know. Maybe they like Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Tubby, Cinnamon.
Tubby. Tubby, Daddy.
Sleeping.
Might be. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe when we're done praying. And Cinnamon. Oh, here they come. I just woke them up. Hold on. Come here, babies.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Tubby.
Hey, Tubby.
Tubby.
Come here, buddy. Come here. All right, did I wake you up from your nap or were you watching? Here comes Cinnamon.
Hey, bud.
Go back.
Cinnamon.
Oh, there's Tubby. Hi, buddy.
Oh.
She's on her room.
Say hi. Hello.
Daddy. She's cute.
Thank you.
We all you are.
We miss you, baby.
Yeah, we missed you, Tubby.
How's all you are all day?
Tubby he'll be 4 next month, and Cinnamon is, wait a minute, Tubby is 3. Cinnamon's 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
See this?
They're a year apart. They're brother and sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Tubby, it's not yourself.
That's Cinnamon back there. That's Cinnamon, and Tubby's over here somewhere.
We are sick of you.
Huh?
He's on you.
Yeah, I know. He's a goofball. Now he's scratching his back. Look at him.
Oh boy. Oh
Crazy
my
dogs. All right, you guys, who's gonna pray us out?
goodness.
That's not the lesson.
Who said me?
I
We-
said,
You did? Okay, Tanaya, go ahead and pray us out. Hang on, John. Hang on.
John,
Go ahead,
quiet.
Tanaya.
what?
Go ahead and pray us out.
Okay, please God help those people in Afghanistan and the president's family. Amen.
Amen. All right, what did you say, John?
That's not the lesson.
The lesson? Oh,
You did
yeah,
not
that's
ask.
right. Okay, one thing. You're right, John. Look at that. See, I can always count on John to remember. What is one thing you remembered or learned from tonight, John?
Pray.
What's that?
Pray.
To pray. Pray faithfully. What about you, Faith?
I can't see you. You froze.
Can you hear me, though?
Yeah, you froze.
I don't know why you didn't freeze. Maybe it's your computer. But tell me one. Oh, John froze. You're right about John.
Uh-oh. John froze.
Look at him. He froze with praying hands. I love it. Look at that. He looks like he's praying.
God, you playing tough.
I can't see his picture.
That's okay. Tell us one thing you remember or learned from tonight's lesson.
I'm frozen.
You are froze, John.
Just play. That's it, John.
Yeah, he's froze.
One thing you remember, Faith, about what did they do to Daniel? Where did they throw him?
And the lion's den.
There you go. The lion's den. Very good. All right, George.
Yeah, Faith.
One thing, George.
I fix it.
There you go.
Right, John.
One thing,
I'll let-
George.
Pray to Lord.
Pray to the Lord. Very good. Pray faithfully and not to other gods, right? And
I
what
still
about you,
can't see
Tanaya?
you.
Huh?
What about you? One thing you learned or remembered from our lesson tonight?
When they shut the lion's mouth.
That God shut the lion's mouth. That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's licking you.
Who, Tubby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, he's
You're
down
kissing.
there.
Kissing. The kissing. Look.
Oh, yeah?
For
Wait.
yourself.
Oh.
They were kissing.
Cinnamon's over here. Tubby's over there. Oh, now he's under the desk.
I can't see you frozen still.
Oh, no. Well, we're done anyway. It's probably our
Yeah.
computers.
Leah.
Yes?
Wait, Leah.
What?
How about you?
What about
Maybe-
about what we learned? About, you know what? I never really knew that King Darius tried to save Daniel and he didn't want to hurt him. I thought that was really
Look at
cool.
Tubby.
That's Cinnamon. She's
Tubby
scratching
touches
her back.
back.
Tubby's down here under the desk. That's
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Oh, she's hiding under.
He wants to pay his bill.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna have to scratch her own belly right now. All right. So we will see you on Saturday, right?
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Have a great
Okay.
rest of the week. And you guys did an awesome
Okay.
job tonight.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. See you Saturday.
Saturday, Maria.
Saturday.
Sounds good.